Praise the microphone gods.
There we go. We got you.
Okay. Whew. That was a workout. I
I,
think you're gonna need some water.
I brought water too.
Because you're the pro at this, you probably do like a few of these a week. Okay.
Actually, no, but what's funny is I actually just had one with a lady in South Africa, and we were talking about us, and she wants to hear more about what we're doing. She's
Awesome. Okay.
really interested in it.
Well, tell her she's gonna have to wait until I get a drink of water, and you're gonna have to wait too.
That's okay.
That'll
Go
be
get some water. We're
two
good.
seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Cheers. Oh, you can't hear me.
I could hear you, but cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Gonna
Baby
have to get
steps in the right direction.
yes, that's crazy. Yeah, you know what? That cable must just be, I don't know, pooped or something, I guess. So,
Who knows?
oh well, we're all good. I
Yeah.
I need to get a nice like coffee mug, like a J&K coffee mug or something, just so we can have like free more advertising, I guess.
My mom really likes you, by the way. And Rob.
Aw, aw.
They're
Well, your
so
mom's very
nice.
cute.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't home, but Rob, I think, gave her all the stuff, and yeah, he said that she was very cute.
yeah. I
Aw.
feel they had a long conversation based on.
How much she knows now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So,
So
but
did
thank
your
you.
mom come to visit you, or did you go to
No,
visit
she
her?
actually, yeah, she came up to visit me, and we got to hang out for a little bit, which was awesome. And then she headed home before it was like dark, so that she could have an easy drive home.
Yeah, yeah,
So
nice.
yeah,
And you
it
got to
was.
see your dad too?
No, he stayed at home. He had some sports to watch. Can't
Oh.
miss his sports, and he's recorded from the night before.
I hear ya.
So
I like your mug. Is that
it's actually my buddy's
vintage?
company mug.
Okay.
Uh, it's a Chep.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
they're the blue pallets that you see around town.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
He's a part of like shipping,
Yeah.
and so I'm actually going to see him on Friday, which is pretty cool. I only see him like once a year because he lives out in BC.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was
Yeah,
one of
that
my
is pretty cool
roommates,
since we're talking about him right now and you're seeing him on Friday where
right? Like it's
nice.
but yeah, so I put my sticker over his company's mug because I had some stickers lying around, and I think it's kind of fun and silly to have my
I
own.
won't tell him. And maybe if he does watch this, then you could tell him to like fast forward to like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes into it until we're done talking about him
Yeah,
to watch
to be
it.
honest, I'm gonna show him when I see him and be like, I love your mug. It's the best mug I have. It makes me drink more water though.
Well, at least we're yeah, at least we're plugging him right now. Like
Yeah,
what so obviously he makes pallets, but what did you say his company's name was?
Chep. They don't
Chap?
they don't need the us plugging them. It's not gonna help them.
Maybe, I don't know, some
They're the biggest, like they're one like most things that get shipped on blue pallets.
well, maybe Loblaws is like watching this right now and like I don't know,
You know
then
what, Loblaws? I definitely think you should use Chep pallets.
bingo. Love it. So
Uh,
how did you meet this guy anyway?
he was actually my roommate in at university.
And this was in Scotland?
No, 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 this was at Brock when we were. I went to after I met you.
Yeah.
I went to university at Brock University, um, which
Okay.
is like
St.
Niagara Falls, St.
Catharines.
Catharines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I had a good
and
friend that went there too.
uh, and so my second year, I lived on residence, and he was my roommate. And actually, the guy that he was roommates with is also coming to my house this weekend for like a boys golf tournament.
Okay, so I'm gonna think it's probably gonna be a throwback to your university days, and
No, we have a couple drinks. We love to eat food. Like we honestly like we only get to see each other once a year kind of thing. Like he's flying in from BC and then we'll hang out, have some drinks, have some laughs. We'll play a round of golf. There's a couple trophies involved.
nice. Did
um
he when you went to university with him, did he have an idea for this company when you went to
no, he
university,
works
or is it
for them.
like,
It's not like his company. He works,
oh, okay, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
but he's pretty high up if I'm not mistaken in the company.
That's awesome. What's his
Yeah.
name?
His name is Jason Peavy.
Oh, the Jasons.
Yeah. So this weekend there'll be two Jasons and two Chris's that are coming to like that will be here, which I think is weird to have like multiples of the same name.
It is, but you know what? I think like
They're
for the
common
era
names.
that we grew up in,
Yeah,
like it's
it's
pretty
more common.
common. I
Yeah,
think there should be a mic in there. There's probably a mic. Couple mics.
yeah.
I think like maybe a
Sometimes.
Brandon.
Yeah,
There's Brandon's. I don't
yeah,
know. Trying to think of like, you know what? And Rob. I'll let you
yeah,
borrow my Rob for the
yeah.
weekend because
I
those are
one
probably,
actually I'll take you up on that. I enjoy Rob. He's a good guy. My
he
mom
is a
really
really good
likes
guy.
him also. So
And you know what? Rob loves golfing. He's a new golfer as of last year, so he's really
oh,
improved his game. He
well
told me that this
maybe
is,
next year he'll get the invite to the tournament then.
I think he would love that because
Yeah.
he's full force in this golf game. He took a couple of lessons too. Like he's
He might be too good then. Maybe he doesn't get the invite.
you know what? When Rob like decides on something, he goes full force. So
Yeah,
I would catch him this year because next year, yeah, he might be a
he
little
might
bit
be too
too good
good.
for it. Yeah. Uh, can you hear those beeps
Yes,
for some
yes, I
reason?
can.
Oh, that's great. I don't even know how to do that. I'll figure that out another
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Baby steps.
Yeah, well, I think this is like, I mean, fairly good for our first one anyway.
Yeah.
I like all of your background stuff going on.
This is
You got
my
Bones there. Hi, Bones.
this is Bones. And then I also have Sandy here. I don't know if you can see her.
You know what? So I've seen Sandy before in picture. I didn't know what Sandy's name was, so it's good
Yeah.
to hear Sandy. Yeah.
This is Sandy. That's my snowy
So
owl.
did some of the kids name the Sandy for you, or how did you come up with that name?
So Sandy was given to or donated to me by a guy named Andy,
Okay.
and he found
Sandy and Andy.
Sandy Andy,
Put
and
those two
he
together.
found her on the gravel at the side of the
Oh,
road because she had
oh,
been
poor
hit by a
Sandy.
car, unfortunately,
Yeah.
or a truck or whatever, who knows.
Yeah.
But so Sandy was found in the gravel by Andy, and
It was a little Sandy
potentially
from the
so
gravel.
yeah, so I felt that Sandy was a good name for the owl,
Yeah.
right? Because it then has the guy's name Andy in it, and I think it's cool that it sort of remembers where it comes from.
Yeah, no, that's not great. And it's amazing that that Andy came like contacted you just to make sure that you did have Sandy, you know, just to
Yeah, well,
it's
he did it, and then he kept it for a year, and then he was like, "Jay, you'll do more with it and show it to more people and all of that." And I agreed with him, and I added it to my natural history museum because I have a
that's
lot of
awesome.
like weird, cool things up in this like space that I'm in right now.
And how you
Um,
describe that, I would definitely that'd be the way that I describe it too.
yeah, like
Weird but cool.
there's some weird, cool stuff. There's like lots of skulls and bones, and like there's even a dinosaur footprint up here.
So
Um,
when you go out and do talks, how many of your artifacts do you normally bring to your talks?
um, Depending on what we're talking about, I'll bring different things or what the event actually is. I'll
Okay.
bring different things. And like the age of them, I'll bring different things. I try to bring things associated with it. I
Hmm.
normally bring at least a couple skulls. Normally there's a beaver skull and like a small moose skull.
Okay.
Um, and then I bring in a deer antler, a turtle shell, and I have permission to keep that you can both see like both sides of it, so you can see like the vertebrae
Oh,
in the
wow.
shell.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, I bring some like other weird things depending, but that's sort of like my go-to stuff. And then I have like depending on the actual event, I'd bring like potentially something special, but
Yeah.
those are
And
the
you
things
sprinkle other things.
yeah, but I don't want to bring too much because things are breakable.
Yeah. And
Um,
it's hard to keep them safe and packed
yeah,
into your vehicle too. I get it.
yeah. But Bones does a good job of keeping things safe for me. Because he's so squishy and fluffy, he actually like
You planned
sort
that
of
one
like
out right,
I can
eh?
just wedge him in between things so that they don't wiggle too much when I'm like packing my vehicle.
That was a good plan. I don't know if that was a plan or just did you stumble on that?
Yeah, yeah, it just sort of well, just sort of happened, and I was like, oh, this is actually amazing. And kids love to give him a hug, so
Aw. Yeah, I know Max, my son Max would love to give everything a hug, and I'm bones included, I'm guessing.
next time I come and visit, I'll make sure to bring Bones for Max to see.
He would love
Yeah.
that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it was someone's special day recently.
Yes, it was Max's birthday yesterday. Of course, trying to be a good mom, I'm setting up a balloon display in the front yard and sign and everything. He wouldn't even come near it. The only picture I got it like of him trying to chase down one of the balloons that popped and like got onto our neighbor's yard. He went and grabbed that balloon, but he wouldn't even come near. So like I tried to snap a photo, but it was just him trying to like not get into my photos or
Yeah.
anything.
Why didn't he like the
4-year-olds.
That's so sweet of you. Do you know why he didn't like the
You know what? Just he's starting junior kindergarten. I think like that was his second day. And it's a lot for a kid. So like having his fourth birthday, starting junior kindergarten. I mean, he just ended daycare. So and he just finished potty training a couple weeks ago. So it's a lot of different,
well
yay,
done,
Max. I
buddy.
know.
Well done.
It's
Going on the
he,
can, that's a big deal.
it
That's a
is.
game
It's
changer. That's
it's a game changer for him, game changer for me, because now I have to be even more on that
uh-oh.
toilet because there's more messes than I would like
Uh-oh.
to share. But anyway, oh yeah. But you know what? I don't have to change diapers. So
Yeah,
here and
yeah.
there, it's still the same workload. So we're good. Uh, there's a lot of changes in his life,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
So
um
the balloons maybe were just a little bit more than he needed.
I think kids, especially in school, have to, be on their best behavior. It's with people that don't really know, so they're keeping their emotions at bay. So when their parents pick them up, when I'm their safe place, I picked him up, and it's finally time for him to like have a bit of a fuss, have a bit of emotions, just let it out. Even though I'm sure he really loved the balloon display, but it was him coming from school, and then like we live 2 blocks from the school, so a 2-minute ride just for him to decompress and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
see the balloon. So I think it just like that was just kind of like a lot, and for him to just make a fuss about something was that's what he decided about.
Yeah,
It's
if it wasn't the balloons, it was going to be something else, right?
yeah, probably like opening up the his yogurt wrong or
Yeah.
something, so it is what it is.
You
At least being an adult, I can kind of put it in perspective and just know that like I got a cool picture of him just running by his display, and that's awesome.
at least you got a picture of him and the display kind of together.
Exactly. I was quick on the draw on that
Yeah.
one.
But
But so
that's
we let
because
him
sorry.
we let him like half an hour of him just like being at home and relaxing. Then we took him out for dinner. So he was better behaved for dinner. We went to like the sports place where you could play a lot of games and stuff. And then yeah, he really let loose and it was great. So.
Did they win any of the games?
Oh my gosh. So like Max, obviously Mary, my daughter, she's really creative and that's where like her strengths lie. But my son Max is just like so good at like anything active. Um, he kept on like winning everything. And I'm talking like, skee ball. Like I love skee ball. Max, I guess, loves skee ball too. And he was
It
kicking
gets his from
my
his
butt.
mama.
He gets it more from his mama because he was beating me. And he's 4. He was like sinking the 10,000 ones like in the corner.
What?
Like nobody's but yes, I'm telling you, like he's just and then the claw, like those claw games.
Yeah.
He was like grabbing those like there's these games where you could just like grab tickets and like they would count more tickets. At the end of the night, like to put in perspective for you, he had over 400 tickets on his card. Mary had 62 tickets. So like these games were not like shooting out a bunch of tickets.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for Max, like being 4, he was cleaning up.
Well done, Max.
Right.
I'm bringing him to the games with me if I like.
Honestly, like he's ridiculous.
You might have to teach me some of the tricks.
Yeah, you know what? There's talent there, and I'm gonna have to like look into getting him into some sports or some activities or something just to harness it
Maybe he
and to
gets it
keep
from his
me
dad.
sane. You know what? Rob is really sporty. He plays jiu-jitsu or plays jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He does jiu-jitsu. He plays hockey. He has golf now. Yeah, he's very active too. So, and I mean, the size of Rob, like he's a pretty big guy, and the size of Max is pretty big too. So it's probably nothing to do with me. Not too sporty. I do love a good game of volleyball though. So
Do you play volleyball?
I used to. Life has been pretty busy with like the kids and stuff, but now obviously I'm getting out of the survival mode with the kids, and now we get to do fun things like this. And yeah, getting out of survival mode, I think it's just like looking around and seeing what my interests are again, so maybe I think Rob said next year he wants to play some two
There's
pitch together or like some baseball.
3 pitch.
Is it 3 pitch?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, it
Something.
depends on where they play. Like everyone plays their softball slightly different.
Okay, softball. Okay, we'll call it softball.
Yeah.
Um,
There's
softball.
like,
I think there's co-ed leagues that he wants to play with me. So
100%. Honestly, you will love it. Just make sure you're not on a team that's super competitive. Like some of the leagues are very, very competitive.
Yeah.
Like a little bit too competitive for my liking, but it is a lot of fun and good people.
Yes.
If you're on the right team, it's friends that you'll make and know for lifetime.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it would be nice to just get to do something together,
Yeah.
So
and your kids can come and like hang out with all like some of the other kids that are there and like whatever. And apparently we have like 10 minutes left, just so you know.
oh, I didn't even know that it was like a cutoff time. That's even better.
Yeah.
They just kicked out and we're done.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
so that's because I have like the free version. So if you
Okay, me
have
too.
like the paid version,
Yeah.
you can have longer meetings, but like most of the time, like 40 minutes is good enough, I think, for
Yeah, it's 40 minutes. I guess
apparently.
because we
Yeah.
stopped. Did we stop taping and then now we tape? Like,
Well,
is
it's
that-
actually, yeah. Well, I don't know. I just go by the time that it says. We
Okay,
started
well,
around 11 o'clock, and it's now 11:50. So they're being generous with their time, I think.
I think it's because we relaunched and stuff too. Is it just 40
Maybe, or
minutes?
maybe it's just because we're awesome.
Yeah.
And they're
Both.
pro J and K.
Both.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
So looking at the website, I'm pretty excited for all of that and sharing that with everybody. And
I'm so excited for what's to come and like just getting all of this actually like out there. Actually, like hopefully a couple new books are coming shortly. We just released your book
yes,
where you
I'm
build
so
a home.
excited.
Pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, well, I think it's nice to just be able to like show people's talents, you know. My talent is not writing essays. It's not reading every day, and like I wish I wanted to read every day because you know it is therapeutic for the people that I do talk to about it. But
Right?
you know, for me, it's being creative and like getting my hands dirty, and so I think it's really nice to be able to show people that like you know people do things in all sorts of fun ways, colors. Um, yeah, lots of.
So Candace actually is a glass blower.
Well, if you talk to my husband, he has
Or
yet to
me.
see it, or you. Yes, you too. Um, just to be, so I have gone glass blowing since my husband and I have been together.
Okay.
Even though he has not seen it because, you know, going to the studio, it
It's
takes some
tough in time. Yeah.
time. And, you know, it's not all like when you're there, you have to do blocks of 6 hours. So um,
That's a
it's a
serious
commitment.
commitment. Yeah.
It is a commitment. But I promise this year um as long I am game to like put aside some time obviously in between your schedule and Rob's schedule because he wants to come and see it too. We can get back in there and we can well for Rob he wants me to make press some steam whistle glasses here another
Okay.
plug
Yeah, yeah.
um and make some cups and some like boards because he's you know you see them at farmers markets
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
so he wants me to do that. So I'm going to do that for him. And then I think it would be really cool to make just Christmas ornaments because
So
obviously,
you let me I'm totally down. You let me know when this is happening. I'm making a trip. Bones and I will make a trip.
okay, perfect. So I will do it. I think I'm just shouting into the mic, so that might be a little bit loud for that, but I will do it. And just because I'm going to be a little bit rusty, I think those are the two good things to like start at. I'm not going to make like a Venetian bowl at all, or
That's okay. Hey, no one's expecting Venetian bowls on the first time. We want to
yeah, a little rusty. But
yeah.
I do still enjoy it. It's just obviously, you know, life it gets busy, and with glass blowing, there's so much more with glass blowing than just being in the studio. Afterwards, you have to worry about like cold working, which is a whole other like um, topic. You need to have so much machinery and time and stuff. So it's just a long thing to do. But I do really enjoy it. And that's where I think it's great that I'm starting to get out of survival mode with being a parent and
Yeah,
being
like
able to focus and seeing what I really enjoy again.
and that's where like it's again, I've just like to bug you about the glass
I
blowing.
know.
But it's just
You
more
and
because I
Rob like
want
to bug me.
yeah, like it's just because I want to see what it is, but it's like no, you're like it's yeah, like, I know it's more than just like that moment
Yes.
in
And
there.
I
So it's like, yeah, we'll wait. I'll wait 15, 20 years if I have to.
and I you know what? That's I think that's a good thing about me is that like even like Rob and I have the same kind of like he just always teases me, but that's like our relationship because I'm good. I'm a good one to tease. I'll take it. I'll take that. But yeah, I promise that yeah, I will put some time. Obviously, I don't have every day available, but I'll put a couple days. And if you're available one of those days, then it's going to happen. If not, then next year.
Yeah. If it doesn't happen this year, next year,
Yeah,
right? Like
next year.
it'll
Yeah.
happen at some point.
But I promise I will put at least 2 days that you can choose from. And that's my commitment.
Deal. And I promise that I'll make a video of the whole experience.
Yeah, as long as I remember what to do.
Yeah. As long as it makes you look good, we'll
Yeah, it looks
release the
great.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
If not, if I am spilling glass all over the place
yeah,
and
as long
creating,
as
I have
yeah,
to call the fire department, then we might not have to, not our
we'll still
day.
make the video. We just won't release the video.
I will pretend that one of those days just didn't work for you and it will be next year.
That sounds like a great deal.
Sounds good to me too. It looks like we had 3 minutes left.
That's
Um,
so it seemed like the 40 minutes went by so quickly, and then it's like this last 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, we still have time. Like I think this is awesome that we can like chat like this.
yeah, this
Like
is great that
this is amazing that you're in like Burlington and I'm in Wasaga, and we're able to like communicate and like chat so easily.
technology, right?
It,
And especially like I don't know if this would have been so easy before COVID,
yeah,
which
no.
is
It
kind
well,
of
so
like the
Zoom,
timeline.
I think Zoom like was out just before COVID, but
Yeah.
COVID pushed Zoom into people's faces.
Yeah, and I don't think like everybody would know the like how to work it. Like for me, my job wasn't like focused on meetings. I had actually had to go into I work in a nuclear plant, right? So I actually
Yeah.
had to go into my job. So I'm not really that savvy with Zoom. Obviously, it took me a little while to get everything working. For you, you're just like, nah, I got this. So
No, but
me, it
we
took,
worked through it though. Like we were able to figure it out. That's right. Like
yeah,
that's you
we
understand.
did, but
Yeah.
obviously I could tell like your level of sophistication compared to my level of sophistication with like Zoom. So it was different, but we got it figured out. And I think the next thing that I need to work on is like inviting, like you invited me to this video. I have no
Okay.
idea how to invite somebody to the video
Okay. So
to
we
chat.
can work on that for the next time we do it. It's actually really
Yes.
easy. And the only reason I know how to do it is I was taught and someone taught me how to do it. Because the first time I did it, I was like, what am I doing? And now it's like, hey, Candace, do it this way. Like, and then I was actually able to help you. So it's cool that
Yeah.
I went from being like scared myself the first time, but because I've used it and practiced it, I've had that help from someone else, and now I'm able to help you.
Yeah. And like the whole like COVID era of like, when you had to probably jump on a few calls, do a few videos for your chats and for your presentations
Yeah,
where I didn't have to do that. So
yeah.
that's where,
I definitely have done a few virtual presentations. I prefer in person because I like face to face more so than like virtual. But
yeah. But this is a great alternative, especially when you're doing a podcast.
yeah, for sure, for a
So
podcast. And honestly, it also is like there's aspects of it that are good about just being able to do this.
yeah.
Like, but I again, like being in person for certain things is also better, right? Like
Yes. Like
so.
glass blowing. Better in person, my
way better,
friend.
way. You know what? It's also like running or tracking a cheetah. Way better in person.
Probably so that's probably better for you. For me, I want to see your pictures.
You know what? I'm about to release a
Or
video soon. So, but
okay,
we
so you can put that on the link and then we'll check that out. And
okay.
then I will not be on that that venture with you. You can be in your live. Rob just came home and
Oh,
he's looking at me.
hi, Rob. We're
He can
about to
only
go.
hear
Oh,
you
yeah.
through. Hey George, just hi.
Yeah.
You just hear him there. You might
Yeah,
have
yeah,
met
I
him
did.